in the morning, so we'll see who show up. No, the tea is gonna be what time I am over here. Us together. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see who coming through here, child. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube. Shit. Ain't nobody in here right now. Oh, they coming in now. Okay. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube. Otherwise, it's me, Seaman, Ted, and I'm back. And production's here with me, back with another video. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I see y'all struggling to come in. We got 2 in the chat right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm on my phone, y'all, but y'all can still say your leave your comments and stuff like that. But I'm on my phone right now, so I don't have all my gadgets and gazmos and stuff. But guess who I'm with right now?
Mic check 1 2. Oh, I see reaction, so it's working.
Yes, I'm here with production. We're at his house. It's me, him, and 3 little schnauzers. Mm-hmm. And they're so cute. He's dog sitting. So we were just sitting here drinking some rum. Well, he's really on the rum because the rum is way too powerful for me, okay? And we were just talking. He was like, let's go live and talk or whatever. So he's got some pontifications and conversations. Pontifications, conversations to the nation. What?
I don't know these words you speak of.
No aggravation, you know.
That's a regulation I'm not participating in.
Okay. Okay, so we were listening to some song with Kendrick Lamar. I feel like I heard something about it on Instagram, on the Shade Room. And
probably it's We Cry Together.
Okay, so we're listening to Kendrick Lamar's song "We Cry Together," and what was the girl's name on there?
Taylor Page.
Taylor Page. Okay, it's a cool song. Like, I like it because it's like both of them going back and forth about their relationship and how they feel about the other one, and kind of nucking and bucking, ready to fight a bunch of bees and a bunch of niggas and all kind of stuff like that, going back and forth. And I was like, wow. It was so funny as I was about to leave, and he was like, oh, I want you to hear something. I was like, okay, so what does this mean? Because while we're not wild like that, we do have exchanges. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what? But when we listened to the music, he had some questions that he was coming up with, because in one part, the guy, or Kendrick Lamar, says that it's women like that woman the girl that he's arguing with in the video or in the song, is why females don't get along and don't feature each other like on the R&B records and that whatnot. Now, me, I feel like it's just a hard road to hoe with being a female, and that's why, a lot of times we don't get along with other ladies. You know what I'm saying? And that pretty is so subjective. Pretty and who really has skills as a woman in a male-dominated field is so, like I said, it seems so subjective that since it's no hard line, it's kind of hard to get along with other folks, because what if one day, because usually it's one day you in and next day she in, so you fight to stay in as long as you can. What do you think? What's your thought processes and stuff on that?
Well, my thought process is where he's at with it, which is females don't really get along by default. Like, they don't trust each other. And for me, the main reason why I asked you about this is because of Monique.
You've been on Monique for a minute. Okay, I'm glad we talking about Monique. Man, he been talking to me to Monique for 2 days, dog. And I'm like, I'm sick of Monique after this latest shit she did with that man's daughter, talking about her assault. Okay, but anyway, let's just talk about Monique. Period. What you have to say about it?
So the main reason why I brought it up is because of Monique, because of the fact that if you listen to the lyrics in the song, right, when she started preaching her point or spitting her point, she was talking about like, you're the reason why women are down and women are this, like representing women, right? It's like, okay, so you're a woman, how do you treat other women? And so, like, when it comes to even Monique, one of the things I asked is like, okay, so Monique's supposed to represent like black queens and all this, but she talks about, you know what I'm saying, certain demographics or certain characters of women, like she's above them and that they need to better themselves, yet her entertainment is based off of that same demographic, and she actually entertains that demographic. Like, you realize if she was like an uppity scale type person, that demographic wouldn't be entertained.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm trying to go back in here. Oh, shit. I had to change the title real quick. Okay. All right. Say what you said again.
Like,
about Monique. Go ahead. So we're talking Monique and women in the industry. That's what I had to change the title. So
okay. I was like, what, the libel?
Go ahead.
Okay. So with Monique, right? Monique presents herself in this way to say, like, okay, women, black women in particular, need to hold themselves to a higher standard. Yes, she claims herself as a bitch. She says a bitch was supposed to be headlining. She claims herself in the same way of saying, but she'll say that women, black women, are supposed to empower themselves to be at a higher standard. That's why I asked that question, because of what Kendrick Lamar in that verse, she's talking about, oh, you're the reason why us as women are down. Like, you're the reason why we get treated this certain way. You're the reason why women say this. You're the reason why women act this way.
So she's basically saying men are the reason why.
But then it's like, okay, when you listen to his part, it's like, well, let's check out how you as a woman react to other women. Well, you as a woman, you don't feature other women in R&B. You as a woman, you don't trust other women. Where am I in this? Where you are you're in the circle and you're distancing yourself.
Because the major judge of women is men, and that's why, like I said, when we're presenting ourselves to this male-dominated world or male-powered world, we're like, these guys are so like what is it, finicky, wishy-washy. I really don't want no other chick around me that has, is doing the same thing I'm doing or on her own level, because like I said, today they all in my face, but then if I start bringing this chick around, they getting exposed to her, and then tomorrow it'd be them in her face. So that's why they're not featuring each other on there. And then I don't even doubt that, like Lil' Kim said, her daddy and other men in the industry used to tell her she was too dark. Lil' Kim was a freaking angel. She was gorgeous. Like, not an angel in personality, but that thing was gorgeous. And she let what She let what men told her about her physical beauty change the game for her and make her turn herself into something unnoticeable, like nothing, looking nothing like her original self. So wait a minute. So when he says, oh, you guys don't do this, but I feel like it's all perpetuated off of what a man's opinion is.
Another question.
Okay. Y'all jump in the comments if y'all want to converse or ask questions to us.
So it's actually more socially acceptable. Damn. Actually, it's live. Dang. I can't say nothing else past this because whatever I say is already valid. Anyways, check.
Go ahead.
This is the opinion, not even be triggering, but it's probably more socially acceptable, and I know this just from friends that I talk to, for women on women action.
Yeah, it is.
It's more socially acceptable. So, if lesbian action is more socially acceptable, why are women more together? Why are they not more in unity if it's okay and it's actually
like
sexy?
in unity as sisterhood, or you mean unity as lesbian? Oh, more lesbians.
No, okay. Sisterhood, not lesbian. Just I'm saying like when you're talking about like women are in competition, for instance, right? That women are in competition and because of a man's world saying like, oh, you're too dark or you're too this. But at the same time, a dark woman with a light skinned woman is sexy as shit. So, like. Perfect example.
Is a dark skinned woman with a light skinned woman sexy to you?
No, damn, man. Like everything I say is gonna be
like. Okay, go ahead.
But like, shoot, hold on. Is Megan Thee Stallion like considered dark compared to? Well, she's definitely considered dark compared to
Cardi B.
Yeah. But still, like.
But Megan's cuter.
But like, you have like that, right? Mm-hmm. What were they doing? Everybody talks about WAP as being so negative, but at the same time, that's just sexy as fuck. That's one of the sexiest videos. Any dude would be dumb as shit to be like, oh man, no, man, that motherfucker talking about WAP. I mean, they're talking about WAP. I don't like all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, they'll be dumb to look at it that way, right? They look at that as sexiness. And what did they do? They, as two different women, went and empowered WAP. Right. They empowered her. Two women empowered it, not a woman and a man. It was two women that went here represented for something that they care about and empowered it themselves.
But they were trying to attract men and make men happy. They weren't doing it for the sisters by saying that WAP shit. No, not at all.
But what they did was, if you think about it, by women with the WAP, right? What the WAP is the same as the dude claiming, you know what I'm saying, talking about his stuff, right? Which is what it's been the whole time. Still get my. I
don't know that.
On the chick that love the. Okay,
I don't know about that, but go ahead. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like every song is always talking about the man putting down on the woman, right? Mm-hmm. The women will literally just say like, yeah, you always talking about putting it down on me, but you want to put it down on me.
And what is?
And so what they did in that sense is put it into a question to where the man has to answer and say yes, correct? So the man's always like, you want this. And the woman's always saying yes. The woman just took it back by saying, you want this WAP. And the man has to say what? Yes.
Yeah, so appealing to a man then.
But no, it's not appealing because when a man did it and you had to say yes to them, it was an empowerment thing. Even if
but a man did it just because of his penile birthright. The women are doing that to appeal to men.
But it's not 100% appealing in the fact that a man is submitting to the fact that they're saying, yes, I want something, instead of the fact that you want me. Instead of the other way around, where it's like, you want this, you're telling me I want your WAP. That's a totally different thing. Because then I got to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That is that WAP. Like, I do want that. Remember, all the songs always talking about how much the woman wants the man. So women already took that back in empowerment of WAP. I see.
I don't know about that. But let's take it back to in making it into the industry. I really find it funny that I keep hearing all these brothers talking about how Monique is too loud, too boisterous, she's too rough and raw, when she's talking about how she's being treated by males. Now, if she's talking about effing, if she's talking about, cussing another bitch out or something like that, then it's all, Monique is funny as fuck. Like, that's my girl. I bought my tickets to see Monique from men. But she's sitting up here letting you know that what a nigga then did to her, a man then did to her, and how she feel about it. Oh, now she too loud. She too raunchy. She too this, that, and the other. She talk too much. And that's what I've been hearing about this whole Monique thing. Now, I was with Monique up until today when I saw that she brought up D.L. Hughley's daughter's childhood assault or whatever happened to the girl with some kind of sexual assault. I was with Monique until she said it because I feel like it's burned up now. That whole thing that you and DL going through, it's burned up. Like, y'all already did that. That's over. That's enough. You went too far with the daughter thing. But up until then, I was really like looking at dudes really saying, she talking too much. And then females start cutting in with it too. She talking too much. This is why folks don't fool with her. But see, the thing about it is, why does she have to go somewhere and talk about shit in the dark? And talk about shit under the table? And talk about shit lightly and softly? I don't understand that.
So this is all I can say about Monique, right?
Yeah, we just jibber jabber. You can contribute if you like.
Like, because here's the fun part about it, right? When you talk to people that's not in a person's life, they get to see the surface, right? The surface is what really matters. You know the deep in depth behind it, but it's the perception of whatever is seen that actually matters to the majority, right? The majority takes the perception of an art painting. Some of them take that and say either I like it or I don't. The people that like it,
it's groupthink.
Yeah, and the people that like it, they may say, I want to dig deeper. I want to understand the artist. I want to understand the artwork, right? The other people like, I see it, I don't like it. So that's why I'm at with it. When it comes to Monique in the presentation, what she gives, and just based off of everything that comes into my algorithm of life, Monique has tried to put herself on a high horse ever since Precious, and everybody has just been talking down about her for whatever reason it is, and it's just still going on a constant train. I don't know all the reasons. What I'm saying is that there's been reasons, and everybody down this train has been saying something. I pay attention a little bit to this DL Hughley, and I look at 10 minutes of her intro, or 10 minutes of her stepping off the stage, and I'm like, if I was ever to pay for that and somebody went here wasting my time like that, I'm pretty much done with them. So I'm trying to understand what the fuck's going on here. What's going on? I'm not. Okay. So, like, with that, you dig into it, and then you talk about a contract, you talk about a memo, and you talk about, like, she goes from talking about DL, which again, it is a comedy session, so I give her props in the fact that even if she wanted to say that some of the stuff she said was still trying to bring some comedy in, the expression of how angry she was, that's a good rep. That's a good aim, right? Bringing a little DL joke, saying like, you know what DL stands for, the down low. It's like, okay, you're bringing me back into it because I'm getting bored hearing you.
So she can make a joke. Okay, so she can't rant about the fact that this nigga fucked her over and now she finna fuck him over out here in this pub, you know, and how she feel about it. She can't make a rant about that, but she can make a rant about his sexuality according to his name, and then now you back in the funny with her.
What I'm saying is, this is exactly what I'm saying. If I was to buy a ticket for your show right now, you came out and just gave me a rant, I'm pissed off. I don't feel like
But she didn't give it. The shit was funny as fuck.
No, it wasn't. The only thing the only thing I saw was funny, that's why I said the DL joke was what brought me back to a comedic spot about, okay, DL joke, that's funny. Because everything else she was talking about, when she first came out, she started running, getting all hype. It's like, yay, go Monique. That's all you get out of that. That's not funny. It's just, yay, Monique's running back and forth. And then she's she's like, a bitch is supposed to be the first one. A bitch is supposed to be the last one on it. That's what she's saying. I'm supposed to laugh at that? Like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
Well, I can agree with you that the cursing was egregious. It was extra. It was like, okay.
And so you got all this in there, 10 minutes into it. Was I supposed to say a word on there?
Who cares? I cuss all the time.
Oh, so you got that going through there, right? That's her rant.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing the rant. Okay, so look, she just comes out, and I'm hearing this rant about how she was supposed to be a headliner. And then I'm still hearing this, she's running back and forth, and she's like, DL, you know what that stands for. But after all of that,
when she said that she couldn't, but she feels sorry for his wife because she got to suck a coward's dick. Man, that shit is funny. Like, this is beef, dog. No, this is beef. Beef is funny.
Yo, that's Rick James cold-blooded right there.
Okay.
What I got to say is, like, at the end of the day, you're doing this whole rant just because, look, DL Hughley didn't print those tickets.
Listen, let me just break it down for you real quick. Okay.
He didn't
wait. Let me break it down to you. What's going on here? What happened? See, you just looking at this 10 minutes, okay? But you don't know what's going on. Let me take you back. So, the shit happens with Precious. And she all in the news talking about these motherfuckers and did me wrong, woo woo, watty wah rah. D.L. Hughley is over there not supporting his fellow comedian. This ain't fun. The shit that he's saying about her, he ain't keeping it funny. He talking shit. She remembering the shit, right? He's not supporting her. Ricky Smiley with his funky ass, you know, I met him in real life. I don't fuck with him at all. I don't like him. Something about him I wasn't feeling, right? He's like a fuck nigga to me. And so listen, all these niggas that was supposed to be friends with her, you know, or comedic friends in comedy, you know, they didn't stick beside her in that shit. They wasn't keeping it comedy, keeping it in the family and shit like that while she was going through that type of stuff. There's some shit happened at D.L. Hughley's radio show where she's doing an interview with one of his cohorts, and it's a question like, "Oh, so let me ask you, would your something?" This is me paraphrasing. Would your husband have sex first with Lee Daniels? That's a man, okay, or Superhead? Bitch, are you serious?
Superhead, man.
No, okay, we can talk about Superhead, but you gonna ask, why would you ask? Excuse me, see, because I done went off on her right there. Excuse me, what you mean, Lee Daniels? What you trying to say about my husband? You know what I'm saying? So she, you know, she's having to take all this shit because she's in the middle of a whole bunch of backlash from big wigs and shit like this. So now she gets to get on this comedy set. See, folks will lay low on your ass, and I'm with it. Okay, so now she got this comedy show with D.L. Hughley. And like she said, after the whole thing, when she got on later on, like 2 days ago, when she was on the thing with her husband, I was gonna roast his ass anyway. But then when this shit came out about this damn, this contract and all that shit was going on, I talked about that too. So my thing is this: you've been trying this motherfucker off and on for years. So now she gonna roast your fuck ass, and then you do something that kind of seems, or something happens that seems a little slick with the contract on this thing, roasting your bitch ass. Period. What's wrong with that? Go ahead.
What I ask you is, what is your intentions? What are you trying to do?
Embarrass this nigga.
So how is embarrassing him help your career?
It's to me it was funny. To a nigga like me it was funny.
No. I'm asking you. I'm asking you for a career perspective. How does roasting him help your career? If the first time that you end up having some kind of backlash, which we could say has nothing to do with him and with the promoters and whoever fucking printed the tickets, you trip out on him and you already make it where it's an issue with him. So you make it where that day becomes an issue. So your career is now based off of that. You did that, nobody else. Even if you was gonna roast him, regardless, realize that you didn't roast him for any other reason but because you just said that I'm getting done dirty at this event tonight. And not only am I getting done dirty at this event tonight, guess what that has cost you? That cost Bonafide to go from I'm with you to I'm not with you because you're still taking it too far. All because you never stopped. If you would have stopped, it would have been totally different. You could have played a different game.
At least with me. Some people still riding with
it. You know that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's going to end up getting their stop, right? If I was ever like, yeah, man, it's messed up, they're not paying him right now, I'm like, whoa, my woe could have been that deal. It could be at the beginning of it. Because I'm like, well, I'm not sure what power he has into printing the tickets. It could literally be that. And I'm like,
I think she just wanted to do deal and she just exposed him for everything he ever did to her. And I really don't have no problem with it. Like I said, at the end, what pissed me off is when she started talking about his daughter. But or not really, she wasn't talking about her daughter. She was talking about him and his inability to defend his daughter.
Well, see, the thing is
that he don't never take up for black women is what she was trying to say.
Roasting the dude is no issue. You didn't roast him, no. You roasted him because you said that he screwed you over on the show.
And she mentioned that radio show shit too.
It doesn't even matter. What's everybody talking about? He screwed her over on the show. Only reason why that is because she presented that. If you was gonna roast him anyways, roast him. I'm guaranteed any roast you had against him had nothing to do with that show. If you would have roasted him, period, that's totally different to coming out saying I'm so angry because this guy screwed me over. You put that out there, and so that's what everybody's focused on. Is like, okay, so you went that route, and you're saying I was going to roast him anyways. That's a totally different statement, and now you're bringing one bad business because, like,
yeah, you know, a lot of you black folks swear to God, oh, she bad for business. Oh, she this and that. And be doing all kind of manner of evil and shit like that. Like, no, she ain't got to be bad for business. She just a bitch that say what's on her mind. And only people who are okay with that are going to fuck with her. And that's obviously she's okay with it.
You got people that beef with you right now, right?
No, I don't do that no more.
No, but you do have people that beef with you.
Oh, I got people that I still got bad blood with.
Would you have them open for you? Would you have them go on the show with you? Would you want them to go on the show with you knowing that they're going to go straight in and roast you?
Wait, I'm trying to understand how this fits.
Because we're talking about bad for business. If one of the people that you beef with was like, okay, I haven't been in the game, right? I'm about to get back into the game. You're still online. You still got people. Mm-hmm. Can I do an interview on this show? Okay, yes. I'll give you an opportunity to be included with me on something that has to do with my business. My character brings something. You're getting back into it.
I would expect some shade. If me and you still don't really fuck around with you, I would expect some kind of shade.
You expect me to roast the crap out of you just cause. Like, and not just like we're talking about straight say that you did some grimy shit. Some grimy stuff, right? Because we're not saying like anything simple. It's not like, oh, I got roast for days. It's like, today I'm really angry because Bonafide did this to me. So, and that's on your show. You want that on the show.
That wasn't his show, though.
No, but this is your opportunity to say yay or nay to work with somebody, to work with me. It's not his show, but he is part of a show that he has to say yes to with another person. And that other person, he has to say, okay, yay or nay, I want to work with them. Do you want to work with somebody that will go ahead and even throw anything like that in the same kind of aspect towards you, even if there was nothing, you had nothing wrong with it? Let's say it was accidentally a mess up in the title. Let's say you were supposed to have a show, right? It's featured on somebody else's YouTube, and both of y'all had an agreement with it. It was like, yo, so I want you to go on this show. You're going to talk about P Valley. I'm going to have this other person go on too, but I'm going to have you do the opener. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be closer.
Okay, so there's content creators that I don't really fuck with, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say that there's like you're a content creator, like let's say you are a content creator, but you invite us to your show to talk about whatever, right? Mm-hmm. P Valley, all right? And let's say me and that one of them content creators that I don't fool with, right? Get on there. I'm already expecting at some point it's gonna be something crazy that's said.
But here's the
hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The kicker is, it's not just going on there. It's not like I scooped you up, I scooped them up. You're at a level where you can agree to this. Mm-hmm. So do you want to look? You have more of a name. You've been in this game. The person you're beefing with is just trying to get on. You being on here already is going to mean something. Matter of fact, y'all beef is going to even mean something more because your name. Yeah. Because your name, not theirs. Do you want to be a part of that?
But that's not true in this case. D.L. Hughley is not like so much bigger than Monique.
D.L. Hughley is still active. D.L. Hughley has a radio
Monique is
show.
too. Monique had a residency in Las Vegas. Are you guys?
She did?
Yes.
When?
Let's look. Well, you look it up on your phone.
Yes.
Monique, and then
okay.
So DL, the black box says DL wasn't even present for the game. Would you rather? That was his co-host, right? So I did say that it was the co-host who asked the thing. But was that live? That's the one thing. I don't think that was a live situation. So I would have told her as a man that was some bullshit. We don't know nothing about Sydney being gay. Why would you even ask that motherfucking question? As a matter of fact, cut the question. Like, why would you even let that play? Which is what she said. What does it say on there? Monique did do a residency in Vegas.
I go some but yeah, she has a residency in Vegas.
Okay, she's still working.
I mean, she's still working, but she's also, again, you still have a name.
She was only blackballed from from the Cotton Patch. Okay.
Okay, who's to say? Okay, see, at the end of the day, does DL okay? I guess the big thing that matter in this, right, which would be hard for me to even debate right now, is I have to see her
Cotton tickets. Club. Go ahead.
No, I have to see like actually her tickets compared to his, right? To say right now he's even a big name, so I can't take that back. I'll honestly take that back because if if we check out his shows and all his shows in the last couple months and shit like stuff like that by himself or whatever he's been doing, by whoever he's with, has been showing up different than what it is for her. Again, that takes a big factor into it, and the fact that whether or not you want to be in the same venue. Because look,
he said he's trying to act like, this is what he's saying. I took a chance on her when didn't nobody. I took a chance on her. That's what he keeps saying. And but it's like, bitch, what you mean? Take a chance on her. Your fella, you sitting here acting like y'all and Ricky Smiley and Lou Nail and them. That's not Lou Nail. Look, all these old bum bitches and shit talking about some damn.
I don't feel bad because you said all the words I said. I feel good.
Okay. And sitting up here saying they ain't keeping it comedy. We supposed to be family and all this stuff. Well, if we supposed to be family and keeping it comedy and all that shit like that, then why in the hell would you be saying you going out on a whim for a name like Monique? Like I was trying to throw her a bone. Is basically how he was saying.
Because if it's based off of the reception of anything else, you gotta realize.
Shit, I didn't wipe my makeup off.
I mean,
shit.
At the end of the day, it's still straight. Shoot, man.
I mean, it is still quiet. I know. I just don't like it looking crazy. I don't want to sit up here with my shit.
What are you doing after this?
To the house.
Who gonna look at your eyes?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Like, okay, so at the end of the day, right? Her with even I'm not gonna put it in quotes. Okay, so her with her name, him.
Who's that?
Her with her name and him with his name. As a promoter, from a promoter perspective, I'm putting people together, right? Promotions, it's all about putting people together. This is what happens, right? Promoters send contracts to performers. Performers see
Jennifer.
They see the show and everything like that, right? So yes, when you saying like I'm putting us on a limb, realize that D.L. Hughley already knows that he's been giving her flack. Guess what he's still doing? If he decides, yes, I'm gonna be on the same show with her.
So you saying he was trying to throw her a white flag?
No, at the end of the day,
or olive branch.
I mean, yes, because you gotta realize, like,
so after you didn't talk your shit, now you want to say I'm trying to help you out.
Look. Before I can even make this full argument as far as him being considered help, I won't know if he's considered help unless I look at his ticket sales and say that his name being on there is more popular than her name. I won't know that without looking at.
Ask yourself, do you buy D.L. Hughley tickets?
I don't buy neither of their tickets.
Okay, I didn't ask you that. Do you buy D.L. Hughley tickets though?
I don't buy neither.
Which one would you buy first?
Probably D.L.
You a goddamn liar.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like. I see if that's what she does. That's
no, fuck that. Before that happened, whose ticket was you buying first? You wasn't going to no DL. You wasn't going to no motherfucking DL.
It's comedy all day.
Fuck that. There's a whole bunch of kings of comedy, and DL Hughley was not the hitter on there.
No, but you talking about kings comedy versus queens. Now, Monique was funny, and I did like the Monique show, and I like.
You like the Monique show? Hell no, I didn't like that shit. Oh wait, my babies. No, I was like, bitch, get away from me with this immediately.
Monique show. Yeah, I was cool with Monique show. Like, I like Monique. But I had to watch comedy first. And I never really seen the comedy past that, besides Queen's comedy. Even that wasn't really attractive to me. So, yeah, King's comedy was where I was at. D.L. Hughley, he has some fun little slick jokes that I like his little slick jokes. But still, he ain't no motherfucking Bernie Mac. So,
ever put it on my uncle. Okay, that's my baby. I don't play with Bernie Mac. Baby, trouble. Him down there. Baby, don't play with me and my uncle Bernie Mac. You know I cry on his birthday every year. I be missing Bernie Mac. I actually miss Bernie Mac.
So, they're two different aspects, but at the same time, it's definitely going to depend on the tickets to say whether or not it was beneficial. But if because you're getting this contract says, hey, you're going to work with this person. If you don't want to work with them, that's probably because of everything that you already know that you dealt with. If you're going to work with them, you're probably still thinking about the stuff that you already dealt with, And you just gonna be like, okay.
Let's just go back to this nigga trying to act like he helping her out. That's what I'm saying. Now, so you trying to holler DL. Your partners, who you think they gonna get a DL ticket? I don't know nobody who never went to see DL Hughley. Ain't nobody going to see no motherfucking DL Hughley. That's why he on the radio. Shit. Shit, when they were saying DL Hughley and Monique got into it, the picture in my head was Bill Bellamy. I was like, and then when I saw the actual picture of DL, I was like, oh yeah, that's what DL Hughley looked like. Ain't nobody looking at no motherfucking DL Hughley.
So why the hell was he headliner? You saying it's some masculine shit?
It's just a show.
No, it's not just a show. You put a headliner for a reason. You'll put a
It was a Detroit comedy show. That's it. It wasn't like it was some big ass festival or something that they was at.
It's a Detroit comedy show where whose hometown is it?
Whose hometown is it?
I think
Monique from Baltimore.
Like, no, DL's from.
I don't know where, because I don't know shit about DL. Now you gotta look it up, because ain't nobody buying no tickets. All right. Where DL from? Look it up, Google. And that's what the industry does. These men have these egos and shit. I'm telling you, this is the timeline that I see in my head. They sent out the shit talking about, we want y'all to come together. Both of them get it. You know, they ain't talked, because like he said, they hadn't talked in years. Where he from? Somewhere Bunk, Iowa, some shit like that.
Iowa?
I don't know where he from. You know, it's a lot of black folks in Iowa.
You really think he's from Iowa?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know where the nigga from.
Iowa?
No, I don't know where he from.
California.
Oh,
Los Angeles.
Oh, man, you can't tell me no jokes.
West Coast.
You can't tell me no jokes, baby. You can't be from.
Talk about like real shit. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you can't be from California trying to tell me no jokes. No, indeed. Anyway. You ain't got no jokes for me and you from California. No, indeed. So anyway, this is how I see it. They, the promoters get together. Oh, we're going to try and get this. Oh, we got Monique and DL. They saying they interested. They send the shit out. Monique get her paperwork in first. You know what I'm saying? Probably he said, well, we ain't got nothing from DL yet, but we're looking for DL. So she get her shit in, and she like, make sure I'm the headliner. Woo, woo, woo. She get her shit signed. She the headliner. Woo, woo, woo. The very next day, they fucking with DL getting his paperwork, right? DL, like, they talking about, well, we got Monique as a headliner. I see it that it happened like this, because this is how men do, okay? I ain't say it's verified, but my theory is justified when you talk about the male ego. Oh, she coming back in the game, and now she the headliner. Hell no, get my paperwork saying that I'm the headliner, put the tickets out, so like that, I ain't fucking with y'all. That's why the shit wasn't even signed, because he was waiting on them to get the tickets and shit and all the promoting the shit out there, right, with his name on the headline.
Who was in charge though?
I said she should have been mad at the promoter, but I feel like she called it that Negro had his hand in it. She did call that.
You can't call it. Like, you can't call it at all.
Hold on. Jennifer says, I don't care for DL, but he is good at roasting people in the audience. Overall, Monique is way funnier than him. Okay. Look, I didn't know that he was a roaster. I'm gonna go look him up.
You can't. Yeah, that's what I mean. You got like slick ass comments. He's funny as fuck. Like when it comes to slick ass comments against people.
Slick comments.
Mm-hmm. But like, that's what I mean. Nobody can have a hand in anything if the promoter ends up saying shit. Look. If I have a Michael Jordan attitude and I'm shit. Some coach picks somebody else over me because of any influence. I don't care if it was you telling him not to pick me. He's a
punk for not.
Yeah, he's a punk. There's other words in my head, but yeah, he's 100%.
I done cussed this whole life. We grown. We can cuss.
He's 100% bitch made for choosing anybody else over me because I'm fucking Michael Jordan. That's what I mean. I don't care about your influence. If I'm the shit and they choose somebody else over me, it don't matter about nobody else besides the fact that he didn't figure out that I'm the shit. That you allow anybody else to make you calculate that $100 wasn't worth $100. I can't be mad because of the fact that you was instilled in your freaking confidence. You can do what you need to do. So you as a promoter, if you to really do your job and you have a conflict of contracts, you would have fixed that crap. Mm-hmm. Why were there zero freaking promoter jokes?
Because you got to get paid after the show.
Oh, shoot. So
she got to get paid after the show, bitch. I'm going to holler at you after my payment is in my hand. Bring me my greenback. Okay?
I can't beat up the big nigga. I'm going to beat up the little nigga.
Well, who's the big? Obviously, DL.
No,
he the big nigga.
She made him the big nigga, but really the big nigga is the freaking promoter.
He don't want the money.
The one who decided, yo, print the tickets with DL as the freaking closer.
Well, you know how black folks do.
You chose the wrong freaking target. Wrong target, inaccurate. You didn't even hit it. Like, you chose absolutely the wrong target. And for that, that's where your bad business comes. But granted, guess who else you can't talk about? You can't really talk about the promoter too much. Talk about promoters sometimes with the wrong information. That's still bad business too.
But she ain't had the wrong information. She had a signed contract.
All I'm saying is, you talk about promoters. Maybe me as a promoter, I'm like, yo, man, you be Jones of promoters. I ain't gonna hook you up because you Jones promoters. It's still bad business. It's still bad business. Like,
not when the promoter then did the okie though, which is obviously what happened. And why we still ain't seen this promoter? Have y'all in this comment section? Have y'all seen the promoter yet? The black box says, and Monique knows some more. Okay, I like some more too.
Yes, yeah, s'mores. Yeah.
DJ's World 101 said, "Good morning, everyone. I don't care about DL, but if I had to pick, I would go with Monique. She more funnier than DL. Yeah, her category book has more." Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at me, you do all the extra stuff, but you know what I want to say is like, I don't pay attention to their ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Like,
no, I know.
They're not anywhere in my palette of freaking comedies.
Yeah, you'll go Dave Chappelle first, and who next after Dave? I'm going Cat Williams first for me. Then Dave.
Dave, Cat.
I'm going Bernie, Cat, Dave.
Michael Che. I like Michael Che.
Oh, what? You know what? That's that goofy shit. So, I mean, he's a wannabe Dave Chappelle.
No, he's not.
You know, am I not getting it from all that stuff we used to watch? Like that show that he had on his own? Remember the show that you showed me?
Yeah, Michael Che?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's season 2 now.
But does it? I'm going to check it out. Because it was funny.
Any skit show you're going to... Any skit show that's individual that has to do with comedy and some fucked up shit, you're going to automatically say that's going to be like that. Key and Peele, Dave Chappelle. Because Dave Chappelle started. So, like, there's
no, he did not start skit shit.
I mean, he didn't start it, but, like, he perfected that, too, where, like, the Chappelle show, like, before that, my favorite show, okay, yeah, Saturday Night Live, for me, it was Mad TV, though.
Yeah, all of that was there. It Live in Color, like, those were the, I mean.
But individual, one person.
Carol Burnett. I mean.
Dave Chappelle.
Carol Burnett was good. She
Dave
was good.
Chappelle show. So Chappelle show was like the best show. Everything past that. Yo, kids. I don't trust them. I just don't trust them.
Where they at?
I don't know.
Austin.
I should be putting y'all up. No, y'all on the stairs, ain't y'all? Y'all on the stairs.
Yeah, you might as well put them up if you scared like that they gonna do something.
I just need to trust them and just like consequences if it happens. I'm gonna whoop y'all asses though. I don't trust you.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, at all. He ain't gonna do shit with these dogs.
But anyways, come here.
But be sitting up here teaching those goofy tricks.
Come here. All my kids. All my fur babies. But anyways, look. Chappelle shows like there. Michael Che, yeah. I like Michael Che's stand-up too. He has a lot of irony type, you know what I'm saying, comedy. So, I said to say, neither of them are my scope. I don't care about them. But I do find it very interesting that this woman is always talking about classiness and stuff and being very iffy.
Okay, so that's another argument that he has is that
how's the black women empowerment stuff going when she's putting other people's trauma on blast? Women trauma on blast at that.
That's what DL's oldest daughter said. Child, did y'all see DL's older daughter? She came out. Basically, she told like she want to fight. Talking about all the stuff you just said. It sounds like you want me to get out of character. Then she said, but we can have a one-on-one, just a tip. Hold on.
You said water.
Just a tip. She said, just what? A tip. One more. Boom, boom. Okay, there we go. So, what? They ain't gonna die off that little piece. But they ain't your dog, so you gotta make sure. Okay. And then she told Monique that if she wanted to talk to a person she could DM her address. I said, "Oh, she trying to fight."
Well, that's the same. How you highlighting other females' traumas?
That's what the lady said.
Mm-hmm. This is the same when we want to talk about classmates.
I was with Monique until she mentioned that daughter's trauma. That's it.
How you didn't see that she was capable of doing that though?
I don't know.
If you know her, you know she's capable of doing some stuff like that. That's why
I wouldn't think she would mention childhood sexual trauma or something. I would not think that. I think she would always talk about dirty business that's going on, but not mixing no shit like that.
I mean, even in the conversation where she said, like, I mean, even in the 10-minute rant, she talked about not bringing up people's family and bringing up people's family.
Well, she said she only brought up the family in the 10-minute rant because he let the lady on the radio show ask if her husband was gay.
That's like saying that only.
And then DL got back on his radio show in himself in this little argument, this little week of arguments or whatever, talking about she gonna get mad because of what the lady asked about Sydney, but ain't Sydney, basically he's still reiterating that man's gay and that man don't identify as gay. Like, that's one thing that men hate for women to do. And DL is on some bitch made shit, keep doing that shit. They started it. She came back and said something. They started again. Now she talking about his kids. But I do think that's.
I'm just on the Kendrick Lamar part of the women hating women and women representing women and Monique. And the Monique part of that is.
What is it?
The Monique part of that is. How is it? Okay, so Monique will be literally the person I'll talk about. A woman needing to step her game up when it comes to the bonnet and probably come up with an excuse for why she wore one, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because right now, she's the same one that says we're supposed to empower women and be a certain kind of way while having an excuse for why she is the way she is. How does that make any sense in the argument what it is? Because, I think I mentioned this earlier. Doesn't that kind of sound like the same thing that goes on when it comes to black people trying to bring our cause while at the same time saying we don't trust black people?
Wait, do it again. So, hold on. Jennifer, the D.L. Hughley in the headlining. Go ahead.
So women not trusting women, but trying to empower women. Is that not the same thing as black people trying to empower black people while not trusting black people?
I just don't like how you're saying black folks not trusting black folks, because other folks don't trust their people either. They really don't.
It's not about the inside, but more than the projection of the outside. Like literally if you talk to you, right? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, so you walk in the door, right? The dogs are going crazy. I say trust the dogs. I don't trust them. They may bite you, mm-hmm. but trust them. I don't trust them, but you need to trust them.
But that's human nature too, to not trust other humans.
Yeah, it's human nature. But as soon as I tell you not to trust it, it's also human nature to look at the negativity over positivity. Would that be correct? That's why we always look at how to react more than it is how to just act. How to live. We look at what could be, what's the possibilities, the dangers, and all that, instead of just the positivity of everything can be good. We look at everything can be possibly bad. So if I tell you something that's negative, you'll look at the negative, correct?
Right.
If I said my dog sometimes snap, you'll look at the fact that, oh shoot, they may bite me. Even if it was only one time, correct?
Yeah.
Even though that's not a big thing of it.
But I don't understand. I feel like you can be for black women's empowerment or women's empowerment and still be looking at a chick like, I don't know about you. And still be able to correct women when you think that they're not acting, when they're not portraying the best them. I really do.
I do, except for the fact that if nobody can take criticism towards themselves and they're always going to bring some kind of defense to it, they're no better than the people that are doing it.
So then just keep it. Okay, so then just keep it Monique, because that's Monique's personal traits, is that she's always letting people know what people are doing to her, but not what's going on. You know, the things that she's not taking accountability for some of the things that she does. Yeah. Well, so this is my thing. I feel like when she told the girls to come out the airport with the bonnets and shit like that, and then because you said, how can she be telling black women to be more classy and this and that and the other, but yet she calling herself a bitch? Ain't that what you said?
The same females that call themselves that bitch. Now, I'm probably going to have a lot of people that hate this shit eventually later on, so it's whatever. You can let me know in the comments later on. But normally, right, the same females that claim that they're that bitch probably end up wearing bonnets. So it's like, you're pretty much putting yourself in the same category, because nobody who's classy would call themselves really that bitch. You can't even say, be classy, be that bitch.
Okay.
Freaking like a day, an army freaking army slogan: "Be classy, be that bitch." Like that's not the way it is, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Because I'm trying to understand it. Like, how can you, what is the definition of classy if you're that bitch? What, if you're trying to tell me, I'm trying to understand this stuff. Because look, I'm so ignorant, I'm not going to say ignorant. I'm so unknowing that I'm wearing bonnets, and you're telling me I can be better, I can be classy. What is classy? Is classy still including that bitch? Is classy still including the ratchetness that I include? Is classy still including the stuff that you talk about in your comedy?
Let me hear what somebody said. Good morning or late night. Okay, she ain't saying that. Okay. Okay. So I feel like you can. First of all, I feel like black people in this classy shit. I just had a whole video on this like a couple days ago. Black people in this classy stuff just takes me. It sends me. Okay, because black people like to be entertained for a moment about class. I ain't gonna say all black people. A lot of black people like to be entertained by classy for a moment, but they don't really think classy is the it thing to do all the time. You know what I'm saying? But the moment that you don't when you don't act in a classy manner when they think you should, now you all kind of trash and all this, that, and whatever. But they don't even do it. They ain't even really worried about doing no kind of classy a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of kills me. And then it's an exaltation. They think because you speak well, you're classy. No, it's a whole way of life to be classy. Okay, it's some things that you just would not be doing if you were really classy, black people. So just because you have a vocabulary and you can speak so well and you wear some little knit separates and fucking what is it called, business casual, that doesn't make you classy. That doesn't make one classy. But black people get hung up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Monique is not the epitome of class. She's not showing class. She's just saying, like, be decent and in order. Wearing a night bonnet all over town, it makes you look gutter. It makes you look inappropriate in person. And then she's still that bitch. She's still a bitch.
But both decide to be classy when they need to be, right?
I guess so, yeah.
If for females, they're ready to get roasted and they're ready to take everything that comes to them, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say for like, okay, let's go to comedy first, comedic, right? Mm-hmm. So if they're willing to take whatever comes to them when they hit stage, right? Mm-hmm. That's their non-classy that bitch moment.
That moment, yep.
What if the bonnet chicks is at the airport? What if their classy moment, the same chick that you're talking about, actually ruined her hair because her classy moment is later on, and her
No,
that bitch moment.
I don't. You can't put that. You can't put that as the same thing because getting on stage to entertain, that's a persona.
No,
That's
no,
that
I'm
act.
saying no,
Is.
but it's not because we're talking about Monique. So Monique's on stage persona is that bitch because she's always talking about, oh yes, dang, I forgot Charlamagne's name, but she was calling Charlamagne by his real name and shit, Lamar or whatever.
Yeah.
Lamont.
Lamont.
Like, hold on.
Who was that? Who did that?
That was her.
That was Monique. Oh
that
yes, that's right. Lamar. It's something.
Lamar.
It's something hella black.
Exactly.
Lamar. Lamar.
You're extra classy in this freaking radio station, but on the stage, you that bitch. So you got your bonnet on while you're on the comedy stage.
She was calling him Lamar to fuck with him.
Yeah, and she was trying to, but even when she's on, like, talking about her classiness and all this stuff, and her empowerment and all that, she's in a different mood and a different mode. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm about to read something.
Yeah. Broken heart. Wait, first of all, look at this picture that I put of us. Remember that?
Yeah. Dang, man, we got freaking. I forgot I had the black mask on.
Yeah.
In the rain.
That's why. Do I have my mask on? Yeah, I know that was in Memphis. I think my mask is on too, or at least.
Why were our masks on? It was outside in the rain. Nobody was around us. Whatever.
Y'all, we were so stank with each other that day. It was funny. You can even tell in our body language. Anyway, so listen. Okay. So Broken Heart says, classy has many definitions, but to me, classy is a mind frame. I don't agree with the look of classy. Okay, I'm with that. Although I don't wear bonnets, I have thrown on hats and scarves if my hair is not done. Monique is not the barometer of class. Her telling that women's tragedy to get at that woman's trap. Sorry, her telling that I was doing good too. Her reading out loud. Okay, her telling that woman's tragedy to get at DL was gutter. It absolutely was.
I mean, but I don't think it's nothing that's not in her character. That's the thing. For anybody else, that may be a shock. For anybody else that said that it was with Monique, they're like, oh, yo, but you went that far. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, no, she would go that far. She would go that far in a twisted way to make it seem like...
Yeah, she's passive-aggressive.
She's very passive-aggressive when it comes to all the stuff. When it comes... And that's what
I wonder if Monique would get her ass whooped. What you think? If Monique fought some more, who you think will win? I think some more will win her ass. Yeah, I do. I think some more. Okay, who else?
I'm thinking she'll put the brakes on that motherfucker.
Wait, huh? Oh, she'll slam the brakes on or put the...
No. I just see like some more just...
Some more look like she will rack shack her.
Yeah.
Do you know that Samora and Nia Long are half sisters? Yeah, they're half sisters. No. They got the same daddy.
Oh, okay.
I think Nia Long would fuck up Monique. Oh, baby, you better watch that thing talk. That thing talk. Yes, she will.
Nia Long got like instant eyes that can see turn evil. Right?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. But what's the comment? I forgot.
They were saying classy has many definitions, but to me, classy is a mind frame. I don't agree with the look of classy. Although I don't wear bonnets, I have thrown on hats and scarves if my hair is not done. Monique is not the barometer of class. Her telling that woman's tragedy to get at DL was gutter.
Okay, so a do-rag's okay.
I don't like do-rags either on men. And I don't like a man carrying a brush and brushing out in public. Brush in the car. Or brush in the bathroom.
But I mean, where do women do the makeup? Anywhere, everywhere.
No, I don't. You see, I put on makeup. I mean, I put on lipstick one time, and after that, it's gone. I
always find it funny when you put feet in front. Like, you see that?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, don't suck your feet back out. Whatever.
We're messing with the dog. Okay, go ahead.
Like, okay, so do-rags is kind of acceptable for you, but do-rags is supposed normal, right?
No,
it's
out in
part
public.
Of fashion? No,
it's not fashion. It's a function. I thought it was functional.
Okay, we'll call it function. So bonnets is the function too. But I remember back in the days, I mean, women used to rock around with curls, so how was that?
Now I've been known to go to the grocery store with rollers in my head.
What's the difference between rollers
and ride down the street with rollers in my head until I get to where I'm at?
What's the difference between rollers and a bonnet?
Because you're not out and around and mixing in. You're not in the atmosphere of people.
I mean, what's so special about? Okay, because I always
the bonnet looks gross, and then a lot of women be out there with it looking dingy and shit, and the lace around it looking dingy.
Let's dig into this. She was talking about an airport, first of all.
Why do they have bonnets on at all?
No.
In the airport.
It's an airport. Who cares?
And pajama pants and pajama shoes and shit.
So?
That is like, no. It was decent and in order and presentable. That's crazy.
Yo, look, I'm taking...
It's ghetto wear. When it's outside, it's ghetto. When it's inside, it's functional.
Look.
It is.
It's whatever's comfortable. Guess what I'm going to wear if I go to a freaking flight? Sweats.
Sweats is not the same as pajama pants.
No. They're pretty
they're not.
Oh, okay, so they're not.
If you wore them polo ones or them polo pajama pants I would look at you crazy if we were getting on the flight and you had them polo ones on.
Ask how many men wear pajama pants before you say that sweats are not pajama pants. Women wear pajama pants and yoga pants. Dudes don't wear that. We wear sweats and shorts. So like it would make more sense for me not to wear pajama pants. I would never wear pajama pants. I'm not a pajama pants person. Would I wear sweats? Why am I wearing sweats though? Why am I not wearing jeans? Why am I not wearing anything else? I want to freaking relax. Now, if I'm going to a freaking flight in the dang morning or even in the afternoon and I have nowhere to go, as soon as I get off my flight, my hair should be absolutely amazing. Why would I not wear a bonnet while I'm still on the flight? I'm about to go to sleep on this motherfucker, and then I'm going to wake up. It makes perfect sense that you would wear a bonnet, protect your hair, go to sleep on the plane, wake up, get off the plane, take your hair off, get wherever you need to go, whatever, you're good to go. That makes absolutely 100%. I'm not even a female. I'm really confused why anybody who wears relaxed clothes during that, shoot, we go on a road trip, you don't want to wear relaxed clothes. Why? You're in the freaking car. So guess what's going to happen? Get out the car. You're going to go to a gas station. Guess what happens when you get out the gas station? The clothes that you're wearing is what they're going to see. But why are you really wearing the clothes? Because you don't plan on going nowhere. You're chilling in the car all day, just like you're chilling in the plane all day. You're going to a destination. When you get there, you go ahead and get dressed. I don't know. Just makes sense to me. And I'm pretty sure that people wear hair covers or bonnets in the car, too, to do the same thing when they're sleeping.
The car is your private sanctuary still. When you step out the car, that's when you're in public.
That's like asking people not to go sleep on the plane. Because if you go to sleep on the plane, I would respect the fact that you're going to wear something to protect your hair on the plane.
Well, okay, how about not wearing a bonnet while you're walking around? But once you get to where you want to go to sleep in the plane, you can put your bonnet on. But walking around in bonnets and skippies in the airport is trifling to me.
Wow. Like, now you just put too much work into a relaxation. Like, while you're worried about how somebody's supposed to look, imagine just being the person that's just going to a destination. Mm-hmm. Look, you're about to go on a flight in 2 hours.
Right.
And then after that, you're going to get to your hotel. You get to your hotel, relax for a little bit, get yourself together, and then you're going out. Mm-hmm. How do you want to grow? Do you really want to be wrinkled up in your best clothes? You're probably going to relax for a little bit. You want to be in relaxed clothes from here?
It's not gonna
all the way over there. And you're gonna half dress. You're gonna get to the airport. Okay, before I get on the airplane, I'm gonna get dressed in the bathroom, change my clothes to something else right before I get on the airplane, so I can look presentable. Because when I get in the airplane, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I plan on going to sleep on the airplane. So I'm gonna get dressed right before this, so nobody else says I'm not presentable.
So, production.
Yeah.
It's a very hard sell. I'm not going for it. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Jennifer says, DL is the one who brought his own daughter's situation to light. Monique only highlighted his cowardly response to it. That's what she's saying, your coward husband, how you going to suck your coward husband dingling after he didn't defend your daughter. Now, that'd have been enough, but then she had to bring some up to keep talking about it. Okay, hold on. So now, she laughing at dingy bonnets and well-worn PJs. Okay, so Broken Heart says, while you are right at Jennifer, just because DL had been a bad parent doesn't give Monique the right to highlight his bad. It would be different if he said something about her bad parenting. Yeah.
Y'all said they walking too much. Oh, it's y'all too.
Where the other one at? Oh, there.
He's sitting.
No, he out here too.
No, have fun. Oh. It's her. It's your her. It's her. It's not nobody else. You know, y'all ninjas. I swear, man. My carpet tomorrow is messed up. I'm messing y'all up.
Where's High Point? Right there? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
High Point. Okay. Well.
Aren't y'all happy? Y'all not sleeping downstairs. But anyways, okay. People could say that Monique is just exposing Hughley for his cowardly expressions and everything. But check. Let's just put it like this. Let's say that the whole career path is crooked, right? If they know you're gonna talk, they still don't want to work with you. Which still means it's bad for business.
Well, this is the thing. Notice she didn't talk about shit at Vegas because the money was right, the contract was right. Wasn't nobody fucking her over. So you black niggas trying to fuck her over, stop, and she won't dog your raggedy ass. That's how I feel.
But Chad, who is she working with at Vegas?
White folks.
No. Like who's with?
No,
her?
I think it's her own show. I don't know. You looked it up.
Her own show by herself. She's nowhere else but Vegas. She's nowhere else but Vegas. Even though Vegas, I will not take none away because having a residency, even I know as a DJ, it's absolutely 100% a great thing. Mm-hmm. But guess what? The difference between residency and taking tours is absolutely a major difference. Okay. Having a residency at one spot the whole time is cool because everybody just still comes to that one spot and be happy. Being the person that goes on tours is a big freaking deal.
It's a big expense too.
No. It's a big deal when you don't have to worry about the expense because of the fact that they got your back. When you can go on tour and know that you're going to make money, that is a major deal. I know that just from a DJ. I can only imagine as a comedian or as a, as a comedic actor because of the fact at the same time, it's a residency. So I got a residency over here, DJ. Always downtown, always good. But am I going on a tour? Am I only the hottest in this city? That's a real question. Can I get out the city? How am I getting out the city? Is my show getting out the city with other people? Or can I get out the city by myself? You been telling me that she was going on tours by herself outside the city, said she'd been doing the residency. There's nothing else to say about it. But even with a residency, that's nice and it's great. Where you can lock yourself, even Usher, locking himself in freaking down, you know what I'm saying, in Las Vegas. That's amazing. Yeah. That's a dope ass show. Nothing against that. Realize the residency says is that you're here. You're always going to be here. You're always guaranteed money here. That means you never have to work. You got a safe income. Mm-hmm. If you don't have nothing outside of here, you always have here. Does she have anything outside of there? That's all I ask. Mm-hmm. Because there's still.
Well, she got 50 in them now.
Well, I mean, yeah, she got 50 in them now, and that's good that he's actually looking out for her. Like, and so, you know what I'm saying? I'm still interested to see what comes with that with the BMF. Uh-huh. But that's what I mean by, like, the value of, like her as being her, because if you have people that's still out past that, because like you said, it's an expense. Nobody takes that expense in a loss. You never want to take a tour in a loss. So when you're taking a tour and you're able to take a tour, you're not taking a tour to barely get by either. Mm. So you're taking a tour to make money, and to do that is a major factor in yourself. Because I can make you an easy act, right? Mm-hmm. Las Vegas never goes to sleep. So they never go to sleep. They always know they can have a show. Like, who is that? I went ahead and seen like the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, they're always going to be there, right? Where else are they, though? I can see the Jabberwocky show out here. You think they'll be able to like get as high?
So it's just like a 9 to 5 then.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, you got a guaranteed show. That's good. There's nothing wrong with it. None. The fact that you can even do that in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is big, and they're like, you're big enough that I know that people will come here and we can make you a feature that matters. Like, we can bring entertainment base off you. That's great. It really is.
Okay. So you don't think there was no ego on DL's part? Thinking anything, egotistic.
I don't think his thoughts had anything to do
with her
the results
okay.
of what happened. That's what I think. Because at the end of the day, it still had to do with the promoter.
I know what I was going to ask you. Have you ever seen Monique and her husband together?
I've seen them like they're real huggy.
Yeah, but have you ever heard them talk for like an extended period of time, like maybe 10 minutes?
She calls him a king or some shit.
No, daddy. And she's real playful and daddy. Okay, so I was like that. Is that weird to you?
Well, not. Call me daddy.
I never said daddy to you. Well, whenever, not during that time either. Look. No, pretty much. Maybe once or twice. But yeah, okay.
She says daddy during the interview.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I mean, no, wait. It's not crazy. I'm sorry. For years, it has not been crazy. But now, after seeing her again in the comedy thing, and now it's like, it's weird to me now. It is a little weird. I don't know why I'm just now catching on that it's kind of weird.
I would never want anybody to call me daddy besides my kids.
Oh, that's why I didn't call you daddy. Yes, because I was like, I call daddy all the time. Yeah, I remember you said that. Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't call you that. Because you didn't like it.
I don't know why. It's just weird. Like, how is it that you all automatically like sexualize daddy?
It's not sexualized daddy. It's just a nickname.
Like, you think about it. I love it when you call me Big Papa and all that shit. Like, that's all about, like, call me Big Daddy. Call me the shit, right?
Yeah, you can call me Big Daddy.
Like, but all that, right? Like, that's like, yo, but your kids are like, Daddy. He's like, but. That's the only reason why I didn't say it.
So I don't have a problem with daddy. I don't like the kitten little, and I like that she has a man that loves her and supports her and woo, woo, woo. But it's something weird to me. I guess, you know what? I saw a comment where somebody said, Sydney don't have no drawback on her. See, like me, if I was married and my husband was like, okay, and I had did some crazy shit, I would expect my husband to be like, look, okay, now you doing, that ain't cool, that ain't whatever. But it seems like he just entertains all the bullshit and the talking that she does, right? Okay. All the bullshit and talking that she does. And then the fact that he's behind all of it and he's okay with all of it, he does. You don't see. I don't know.
You would see his reaction to it. He's just like,
right. It almost makes you feel like he's setting her up for failure.
I forgot who it was. Somebody said that he wouldn't accept the contract or some shit like
that. You said he what?
Somebody said that he said the contract. I forgot who it was. I'm watching Vlad interviews too.
Oh. I don't like him. No, he be doing kind of racist shit sometimes. Like kind of what's it called? Stereotypic type commentary and stuff, sometimes saying stuff. I don't know.
I mean, he been in this game this long. He's just there. I have to listen to him and hear other motherfuckers like, yo, so when it came to that drive-by, yo, man, I wasn't even part of that drive-by. Like, I gotta hear that shit. That's why all that shit.
You're so great. Jennifer, you're so goofy. Jennifer said, I definitely agree that it was wrong for Mo to bring his daughter's trauma into their beef. But more than one thing can be true. So I also feel like his daughter's trauma should have been kept private.
Yeah. Should have been. But it's not when you have a person like Monique.
No, DL brought the shit to his radio show. That's how Monique even knew about it.
But the fact that she used it as ammo shows her character.
But that's not what this lady is saying. This lady is saying Monique shouldn't have done it right. It shows her character. But that he shouldn't have even tried to have no content for his fucking radio show talking about that shit online. Hello? Honda?
No, there is no Honda in there. Right? it's like saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like somebody should have dropped the nuke, but at the same time, I feel like the person that developed it was horrible. Yes, the person that developed it was horrible, but what did you decide to do with it? Development is already there. And again, only thing I have, right, because this stuff is new, her 10-minute segment is in the past. And then her 10-minute segment, she said she didn't want to talk about family.
She said I wasn't going to talk about no family, but since you want to talk about my husband, you want to let that shit go with my husband on it.
And this is the same person that says, like, I talked about being...
Baby, let me tell you something. If you wouldn't have got that lady that worked with you from trying to ask if my husband was motherfucking gay, baby, I'm going to get you. Do you hear what I'm saying?
If you get somebody...
Hold on, let me put this on mute real quick. Hold on, because I got to tell you something.
About that life.
Okay, go ahead.
I ain't sensitive about that life. You go in the mud, damn it.
You listen. Y'all want to ask a question? We about to round this up right now.
I'll go in the mud, but like that's the only thing with it. Back to the Kendrick. That's all it was about. Cause like think about it. You represent something, right? You look at what Kendrick said. He said, he heard her statement, right? And again, she was talking about, you're the reason why we go, you know what I'm saying, we look at other females. You're the reason why we have to deal with this. You're the reason why this. Mm-hmm. He came back and said, well, let's really talk about this. What happens when there's R&B feature?
We're talking about the Kendrick Lamar song again. Go ahead.
So you won't feature another woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still don't get along with other women. But where is this empowerment thing and what does that have to do with me? When you got your inner circle that you're fighting with. You're fighting with your own people saying that you're better than them while you're just the same as them.
Residuals from men.
She said 2 second statement.
Yeah. Residuals from men. You can always make it better. It starts with you. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up because it's all up in the morning time, okay? So I don't think y'all need to look for no Sunday soliloquy from me, baby, because I got shit to do tomorrow and I'm probably going to get up late. So thank y'all for hanging in with us so late. Yeah. You got anything left to say from production?
I'm going to take shots tomorrow of people.
Oh, yeah. You're going to take all kind of shots. Photography shots.
I think.
And BB gun shots. You'll wake up. You'll make it. I'll call you because I'll wake up and just call you and then go to sleep. Okay. Oh, you don't want me to call you?
No, I said I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. So, what was I going to say to you? So, are you committing to do a P-Valley review for every episode? Come on! We got to take it back to 2 years ago.
Tune in next time.
DJ says, I love this whole album. I feel like he was telling his whole story and told his truth. Okay. I ain't hear it. Have you heard the whole album?
Oh, yeah, I heard the whole album. I got to go back and listen to it again, marinate. It's like one of those albums you can't be busy. You absolutely got to take it like reading a book.
Uh-huh.
And just sit there and just listen to it. Like that's a good thing about those kind of albums. Like you listen to some albums, it's like just music. But his album, certain ones, you gotta sit there and like actually listen to it. But yeah, Kendrick album is
okay. Well, DJ says every song is good, so
yeah. Like even you probably I don't know if you heard it yet, but like you hear N95, and one sounds like damn. Is it damn? I don't know. I forgot what song it sounds like, but like beat everything is all hype, right? You'll just roll with it. But it takes a lot. Sit there and just focus on lyrics. Take away the whole beat and just listen to what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Listen to that joke, like, it's like almost like a person talking trash to you. You're like, good ass music. You're like, hey, he's like, yeah, you jump. Yeah, you can't do nothing. Like what? You're like, oh yeah.
Because this song that you talking about didn't sound like Kendrick Lamar. I thought it was somebody else.
Oh yeah, like we cried together. I like that song just because Taylor Page. Like she was. I like the fact that she was rapping, but crying while she was rapping. That's just dope.
She was.
Like if you listen to the way she was sounding, like her voice is cracking.
While she was
spitting the bars. So it's not like regular bars where you're like, yo, and I'm bringing a little note with it. It's like, I'm bringing this, like, she was bringing emotion the whole time that she was spitting. That's like the most awesome thing ever. Like, you bringing a real performance to this. Mm-hmm. Like, when you hear that part of it, that's why you probably felt that way with the back and forth. It's because it wasn't like, yo, blah, 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 blah. And then she comes back like, yo, da, 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 da. It was like, she brought emotion with that. But when you hear Kendrick is, the dude. So dudes, even rapping, if it was an argument, only thing we have is just up and down as far as volume. There's no emotion in it, really, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're bringing. But if you listen to her part, there's emotion in that stuff. Yeah. There's the cracks. The way that she cracked at certain parts and stuff like that, man.
I'm gonna listen to it again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good ass song. Like the way she chose the right parts, it was like, damn, man, like you really acted this. It was like I'm waiting on them to have a real video if they ever have one, because everybody else be having like false video.
That's the one we talking about, DJ. It's called We Cry Together. He said he likes the song where they were talking trash to each other, F you and all that. I forgot the name of that song on the album. It's called We Cry Together.
Yeah. Hey, if you really want to have a real funny moment, listen to the clean version.
Oh, the clean version funny.
He's like, you.
They probably made it out like that where you could just hear both of them saying it's you, and you.
Like, well, because you can't say the other words.
Yeah, so I know, like, but I'm sure that they even put all the FU and now that stuff together so that if when they clean it up, it said you.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
Because in the 90s when they used to clean stuff up, they used to make the original song with the cuss words to where when they cleaned it up, that it still would be cold-blooded at the same time.
You know, like 90s songs and stuff. I was just listening to what was that? Earlier today, right? Let's listen to DMX song. What DMX song is that when he's like with all the females?
What you really want from them? Yeah, because Keisha.
No,
I don't know nothing about that.
No, it's a real slow one. It's all in the time.
Oh yeah, when it's about to go down, and take it away, and I don't want to bring it away. Yeah.
So like in that song, right? You listen to like you listen to like the freaking what's that? Explicits, not the explicits, the blur. Mm-hmm. What the hell is that called? Bleeps. The bleep outs, right? It's like punches and freaking and triggers and freaking. I think there's like a cock sound.
Yeah.
This stuff's funny.
Oh yeah, and they used to add all this. Yeah.
Like that stuff is funny. Like you hear like freaking punch sound for the sound effect. I like old school 90s. Like 90s was all about like their sound effects for freaking the bleep outs was just hilarious. Nowadays, they don't even bleep that out anymore. There's no extra sound effects. It's just we're not bleeping it out, but we bleeped it out technically. Like
yeah, it don't sound good. Yeah.
You said the word.
Well, y'all, we gone. We exactly at the 10-minute mark when I was told it's 10 minutes. So thank y'all for listening in, and maybe you'll catch us again. Maybe we can get him for a P-Valley, because see, now we don't have to be in the same place. We can, come on StreamYard. We'll see. I'll work on him. He didn't already watch this episode. I got to watch it tomorrow. So we'll see. All right, y'all. Remember my motto, baby. Did y'all hear me on Kaya? Listen, they were saying, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. So Kaya went live today, right? And she has these call-ins. You know who Kaya is, right? My neck and my back. My neck. My back. Okay, I'll watch her because she's a fool. I got to send you some shit. That nigga is a fool when she get to roasting, right? And she roasts all the celebrities, okay? White, black, don't matter. So she's been doing it for years. So what happened was, this guy calls in. I mean, they flowing together, right? And they just roasting motherfuckers back and forth. Boo, boo, boo. You could tell he didn't watch her for years, because he bringing back every word she just said about this person, that person, right? Roasting. He was like, I may not buy in, but I will look on like properly bona fide. I said, here I go in the comments, because I was getting ready to come over here. And I was like, here I go. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I kept listening to dude. Listen, dude. He's been a long time bona fide. I know who he is. He doesn't call into my show that often, but back in the day, he used to be on all the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, the bona fides was, And then everybody was hitting me up when they saw I was in the chat. Other bona fides that was in the chat was hitting me up. I was like, oh, that was so freaking cool. I said, bitch, I made the docket, bitch. Because she called when she started talking about people, the docket. I made the docket. Okay, I'm gone. All right, y'all. So remember our motto, we may not buy in, but we will look on. Deuces.